And that's why. Well, my first game over, luckily got saved by Carbuncle.
What is it, boy? Something's coming.
There is. A truck coming. I think I'm going to get out of the road now.
A truck?
Yeah, it just drove right on by. Okay, just stop.
Yeah?
It's me, Talcott.
Holy crap.
My grandpa served the Amicitia family.
Talcott?
It has been years.
No way.
Yes, way. Welcome back, Your Majesty.
Howdy, folks. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and that was Talcott. He's grown up, at least a little.
Yes,
Welcome back
sir.
to Final Fantasy 15.
That's right. Huh? Just a
I
second.
thought I was going to have to walk the whole way, but...
Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir.
And just this the little clip you saw before I got to this point, which I died to a really powerful enemy that two-shotted me.
Yeah.
And luckily it would have been a game over. It would have been a game over, but luckily Carbuncle appeared and
grown some these
restored me. It was a level like 98 or 89. So it was like a level 70 plus
Guys
enemy,
must be pinching
huge,
themselves
much
right
higher than
now.
me. That's why it two-shotted me. So
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead. For Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call. Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there.
good. That's where we need to go anyway.
You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage
Yeah,
is
because
still
there's so
open,
many
though.
of them.
One of the few places that is.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking.
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there, too. But old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big, fat, chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the
What the
same.
hell's the thing with the sword?
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way. So the garage will probably stay put for a while. And without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk were getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the Marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her.
Uh-oh.
Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis?
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
To be fair, he's probably right on that one.
Vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
There's one enemy we went through as we're traveling, kind of like glancing at the enemies. One that I hadn't seen.
so happy to
One
see
was a like a samurai of some kind.
I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Well, they put up some really strong fencing around Hammerhead now too. I know they didn't make me walk that whole way. That was really going to piss me off if I had to walk the entire way. It was hard as hell trying to get past those demon walls, though. They were like level 70-somethings. When he's gotten a little bit older, a little bit taller, but his clothes still fit him.
Hey.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Noct! It's you! It's really you!
I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do.
Let's head inside.
They don't really look that much older, the other three. The final battle will commence once you leave Hammerhead. Be sure to spare no preparation. So, we're already near the end of the game, at least according to this line. And we're only 30-some-odd episodes into this. I anticipate when I get around to Final Fantasy VII, it being close to 60-some-odd episodes. Maybe more. So I'm kind of surprised. Surely the final battle, even though we're this close to the final battle, there's probably like a long series of things that's going to happen before we get there. Not to mention that the game is probably going to be a lot longer if I did a lot of the side quests that I ignored. It mostly stuck to the main storyline, just to keep it kind of short. But I wasn't expecting to be at the end this quickly. Well, we need to head for the Crown City. We already knew that because it's what Bahamut told us to do. Which reminds me, I know that we have key items here. Most specifically, I wanted to see Mark of the Draconian. So we have Bahamut's Blessing. Mark of the Glacian, we have Shiva's Blessing. Hydrian, which is Leviathan. The Vulgurian, which is Ramu. Enticing Truffle. And the Archaean, which is Titan. Now with that said, make sure I count this right. Still don't know what that beast whistle is supposed to do. I'll summon hostile enemies with a single tweet. Okay, still haven't had a chance to use it properly. Anyway, Titan. I went too far. Titan. Vulgurian, so Ramu. Leviathan. Shiva. And Bahamut. Okay, that's 5, and it's supposed to be 6. Who would the 6th be, and is it an optional one and I hadn't got it yet, or am I going to get it before this final battle? Just the things I'm curious about. Alright, as far as gearing up, I want to guess there's probably not much here we can do to gear up. I really would like to see Iris. I hope she's here. Geophysical survey of atmospheric conditions. The presence of soot-like photophilic particles was confirmed in samples of air taken at varying elevations, with notably higher concentrations at higher altitudes. Photophilic particles have begun to subsume the ozone layer, and the observed reduction of daylight on Eos can be attributed primarily to their light-absorbing properties. Excuse me. So it's literally darkness because of those particles. There's weapons here. Oh, hey, something else over here I can look at. Study on the nature of photophilic particles. On examining multiple correlations between the photophilic particles responsible for the blight and the mutant strand of plasmodium associated with demons, we have discovered a clear causal relationship. Furthermore, given the mass dispersal of photophilic particles upon death, the demon presence is likely accountable for the violent ecological shifts of late. Okay. I'm going to guess probably something else that I would get had I done a lot of the side quests would probably be more and better gear, because we only upgraded our gear maybe 3 times. As far as, when getting new gear, and of course I know there's always those upgrades that Sid could have done. Pick up. Oh, item. Red choker, okay. I don't see any stores around here, so I don't know what I could do as far as getting new gear, because I'm going to guess I can't take a nap over in this thing. I could. Okay, I can do that. Oh, hey, here's a store. Well, there's nobody to talk to actually give me information around here. Unless they're in here. Let me check in here. This may be what I'm looking for. Possibly not.
Welcome.
No, not really. Zara. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Sell. I'm going to take a pretty good guess here that I'm not going to be using much of these. I think if we're really that close to the end, probably not going to be needing much of these treasures. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all this stuff, all these treasures here, and make sure I've got plenty of items for what's coming up. Because if I have to do anything anywhere near as difficult as Ravus, and this with what's coming up, I'm going to need a lot of curative items. So let's just start selling. So all these. I'm probably going to regret this once I get somewhere, but I'd like to go to Lestalem and see it. I'd like to see, assuming Iris is, quote unquote, grown up. She's now a demon hunter. I'd like to see her a little bit older now. I wonder if Cindy's supposedly still here, because that's what Talcott was saying. That she was still in the working at the garage. So I wonder what she looks like older. 23,000. That's pretty good. All right. What about these things? They don't sell for much. Clearly the car is done for, so there's no really point in me having any of these anymore. Even so, there's probably no point in me actually trying to customize it. You can't really see any of my customizations in the dark. That. Silver dust. Gold dust. Prismatic dust. Especially for pearlescent paints, huh? Alright. Didn't do a whole lot of fishing. Okay. What am I going to need the most of? I'm going to need a lot of mega elixirs of 2,000 meters, more than a phoenix down. Holy crap. Okay. I want a lot of high elixirs because they restore maximum HP and MP. How many can I buy total? I can only buy 4? I can't. Was it because they only had the stock? They were in a stock, or they say that's all I can hold? That's just weird. Phoenix down. They don't have any Phoenix downs? Oh, wait. No. They don't have Phoenix down straight up. They only have Mega Phoenixes? Well, that's not bad. Actually, I want to hang on to that. Mega Elixirs, Reflex Enhancer, Ethers. I've got 9 of those. I'll go ahead and get 20 of them. Or I'm only going to get 9 of them. Mega potions. Fully restores the party's HP. Oh, fuck, I'm selling. God damn it. I have to buy. Fuck me. Guess I realized that. Alright, I need high elixirs. Yeah, high elixirs are going to be the best thing. So, how many can I get with what I've got? I can get 41 of them. Okay, hang on. Not entirely sure I want to do that yet. Let me get like 5 feet. Let's get 10 Phoenix Downs. I've got enough for that. That's okay. High elixirs would be better than high potions. So, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and actually go back and sell those regular potions. Sort my inventory. It may help me. Okay. High potions fully restores HP. Well, I'll use the high elixirs instead, so I'll sell those. I'll keep the mega potions. Phoenix down, 500. Gold needle, I got 11 of those. I don't care about those. Care about those. I usually don't care about boosting item, stat boosting items. I'll keep the reflex enhancer. I may use that eventually to help dodge attacks. I want to keep the Magitech boosters so I can not have to worry about using all my MP. So I'll use the rest on 10 Phoenix Downs. Gold needle. Alright, I think I'm going to spend the rest on high elixirs. Yeah, so how many high elixirs can I get? I get 32. That should be good and last me a good long while. Good long while. Okay. Alright. I'm okay with that. Kind of blew my opportunity to check for gear, because I just spent all my money on those items. Yep, they got better gear. Oh, crap. Oh, very, very, very crap. Very, very Hyperion, Radiant Lance, Main Gauche, Quicksilver, Black Prince. Damn. So I don't have the best gear I could be using right now. But all that stuff is extremely expensive. 10,000 gil, 8,000 gil. I don't think even if I didn't buy all those high elixirs just now, all those stuff I sold, I wouldn't have had enough money for all this gear. Because I had 32,000 gil before I started this. Each of these is 10,000, so that's 10,000 there. I got a great sword, 18,000, 28,000 there. So 3 items have already almost run out of money. I don't think I would have had enough to buy gear for everybody.
See you later.
Especially considering that I double up on guns, at least for myself. Alright, I'm really curious about the garage. I want to check and see if Cindy's over here somewhere. Is that... No, it's not her. Is that Dave? Looks like Dave up here. Nope, that's not Dave. Okay. So... Where's Cindy? I wanted to see Cindy. Okay, I guess I'm not. So how would I get to the Crown City? I'm sure you're not going to make me walk it that far again. I don't have the regalia, so what's the other option? Oh, Talkin will drive us there, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We can't get any food to boost our stats. I can't get any new gear. I guess we're ready. I'm kind of stunned that we're already to the final battle. I mean, the storyline seems to fold that way and makes sense, but because we've done so much already, I'm surprised that we're already at the final battle.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Alright, tell me about the Imperial Army.
We've even got some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them said she used to lead a band of mercenaries.
Arnea?
Sorry, is that
So you do know her. Well, I'm not surprised. The Marshal said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge.
Oh, nice.
Each of them leads their own small army.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're fine.
That's great.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
All right, how about the Empire?
Oh, right. About the Empire.
Huh.
Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With
That's
those
true.
two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
So, obviously, I was right. We took the Emperor was that giant, well, not giant, but that really thin but really powerful scythe wielding. Was the enemy called Forcus or Forest, something like that? That was the Emperor, and obviously we already know about Ravus because he was dead and then somehow mutated into half demon. That one commander that we captured, but Ignis failed to turn him over to the Hunters, and the Hunters lost him. We never fought him. Ariana joined us. And the commander I'm talking about is the one that was complaining about Highwind not fulfilling their deeds or whatever. The one we had captured. No, we had to go. We had to be stealthy through the entire thing, and if we got caught, we had to start over again. I don't know what happened to him other than the fact that he escaped from the Hunters. That's the last I heard. And then the only one left would be Arden. We already know he's the bad guy. So let's ask about Arden.
The Chancellor's still around, though. In Insomnia.
Of course he is.
Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. Their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself. But we did discover something pretty weird.
Uh-huh.
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Arden's. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravaged by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me.
Huh.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Okay, we also know that Arden is somehow part of our bloodline. Something came to me while he was talking, and I may have to play it again, just try to, maybe it'll come back to me. But something that he had just said made me think of something. Right, he mentioned the tombs. We've only got, 6 of the royal arms? 6, maybe 7? And there's like a total of 13? Let's ask about something else. Let's ask about demons.
On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
And?
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people. Unlucky folk infected by something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet. So death is the only mercy. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Alright, so what about Accordo?
We've got a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo, too. What with all the demon attacks there as of late? Not like it's much better here. Lestalem's practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside, and demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left, except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
Not for long. I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
All these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
I am also a little curious about something else that just came to mind. You would think that instead of going to, well, of course they didn't probably have a generator of their own like Lestalem does. The only reason they said, the talk had said, the only reason that Lestalem has light is because of the power generator there. But it's such a small city, they're probably being overrun with all the refugees from everywhere else. You would think that everyone would actually go to Altissia because it's a much larger city, a lot more room for people. But if they don't have a power source like like Lestalem does, I guess then Altissia is probably just as easily overrun by demons. Alright, what about Jared? Well, we already know he's dead.
Your Majesty, do you remember my grandfather?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me. It was my fault. An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, the man showed up at our hotel.
Talcott.
Think what you will of me, but please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen,
Yeah?
you're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault. None of it. You know, it's hard to ask someone about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me, and I swear I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me, not your grandpa. Trust me, you have the king's word.
I suppose you're right. Your Majesty. Thank you.
And one thing I want to point out, this isn't game related, this is more of like just recording related. I don't know if you guys are... I'm having a little issue with my monitor over here. My recording setup is showing like a lot of skips in the frame rate. I've had this issue happen before. When I've gone back to review the video and edit it, apparently those skips aren't in there. But I'm going to go ahead and... If they are in there, I apologize. I will fix it by the next episode. But if you don't see them, you don't have anything to worry about. But if you do, like I said, I'll apologize, and I'll fix them by the next episode. Let's talk about something else. I guess that's it. Can we get out of the screen somehow?
Safe travels, Your Majesty.
Okay. I guess we don't take him. What do we do? Do we walk, or... Surely not going to make us walk all the way there. Oh, okay. So clearly we can't go visit Lestalem and see all those people there. I'd like to see not Arden. I'd like to see Ariana. I'd like to see Eris, but I guess it's not happening. So okay. Well, I guess we're about ready to take off. So I will go ahead and end this episode here, fix my little frame rate issues that I've got over here, and we will go through the door and proceed to Insomnia for the supposed final battle in the next episode of Final Fantasy XV. Will it be the finale? You'll have to find out for yourself as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. I'll see you later.